This is the Riverine Park Wetlands in southeast Sydney. It runs from the Cogra Golf Course and Sydney Airport just north of here, down to join Muddy Creek and the Cooks River in the south. In the past, this area west of Botany Bay was all wetlands. The word Cogra, the name of the golf course that now threatens this marsh, means reeds in the local Aboriginal language. Today, this small corridor of wetland habitat is all that's left. Despite how small it is home to more than 180 species of plants and more than 90 species of animals. Many of the plants and animals that live here are threatened or endangered, such as the green and golden bellfrog and migratory wading birds that come as far as Siberia, whose habitat should be protected by an international migratory bird agreements. Understanding ecosystems is hard. They are weirdly really tough and really fragile at the same time. A wetland ecosystem is tough. It can handle small changes and regenerate really well. Things like a few years of unusual rainfall or temperatures, changes in water flow, or animal populations. If you give it time and space, it will bounce back as a tough wetland ecosystem. But it's also fragile. Every piece of the ecosystem depends on and is affected by every other piece. So we find that little things that you wouldn't expect to make a difference, like a shift in water flow, a few more stagnant pools, water running off from adjacent golf courses full of pesticides and fertilizers, faster water flow from fairways, and none of the undergrowth to filter and slow it, people tromping into a bird habitat to find lost golf balls. Put it simply, it's not coming back. Once the ecosystem fails, it's gone for good. To explain what the golf club wants to do, let's pretend that this Beethoven CD is the wetlands corridor. They'll get rid of the northern part because they don't think it's a very good swamp anyway. And further south, they'll cut through the middle of the wetland with a fairway. And in return, they promise to take a bit of land along the riverbank and plant some mangroves. We'll use this blank CD to represent that bit. You know that the council owns that riverbank and could plant mangroves there themselves. It doesn't need a golf club to do it, and the rest of the areas around there will be turned into golf course. They say this is good for the wetlands and its plants and animals. I'm only a 10-year-old, but I don't think this CD is ever going to play again. Now, a letter from a 10-year-old isn't going to change any councillors' minds. I'm a kid. I can't vote, but I can speak for my generation, and we care. We care about the environment, and we want places like this beautiful marsh to be around for our futures. And we want grownups to speak for us, and tell politicians to protect our environment and our future. I've left some links in the video description to follow and get involved. Night night.